Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Blackmagic Forkery, brought to you by our sponsor and my clothing line, Quality Content, available at QCathletics.com. Hopefully, joggers are available. Link in the description if you happen to be interested. Let's start off with number 19, Optical Illusion. No. Oh, it's gonna roll up the hill. God, okay, this is real unsettling. They better pivot the camera at the end of this so that we see how it's done, because if they don't, it's just... I can't handle this. Maybe the whole thing is just played in reverse. It could just be played... No, it's not played in reverse. Oh my god, what kind of trickery is this? It's almost still hard to see how it's being done. And then the other thing is, like, I don't even know... Oh my god. How do you even project that to know exactly where to place each of the slides so that it looks like they're going up instead of... And like, I don't even know how you plan this, dude. People are so smart, and I'm not when I look at this. Oh my god. A test piece for a table I'm making. It changes color depending upon where you stand. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like a really nice wood surface. It kind of reminds me actually of a guitar finish. I have a guitar that has a very similar finish. And I mean, I assume it's just because there's kind of angled grooves inside of the wood on the top. So depending upon the angle you're looking at it, the light is reflecting off of it a certain way. So it's going to look different, especially if you're spinning the table around. I guess it would probably look the same if you were walking around the thing yourself and the light was consistent on it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. 3D Zoetrope reaches the perfect speed. All right, so the thing is going to spin around. It's going to hit the rotations per minute that it's supposed to be at, and we're going to see the animation, right? And the really interesting part about this... Oh, that's really cool. Oh, it's just infinitely looping. And the frogs just get to keep jumping from lily pad to lily pad. It's leapfrog, but with a spinning plate. That's pretty awesome. The cool thing is, you wouldn't actually be able to see this in person with your eyes. You would have to, like, spin the thing, then hold up your phone to it, and then you'd be able to see it happening on your phone, because it would just look like a blur if you were looking at it just with the naked eye, unless there was like a flashing light. That's how they sometimes do it. At a place that demos it, is they'll have a light that flashes at the proper FPS, but otherwise, it's just gonna look like a blur to you. Your phone magically allows you to see these things, or computer monitor. It's the waterbender again. I'm sure the person next to this just washed their car too. They just washed it, dude. They were so proud. Black cars, so hard to keep clean. They're like, you know what? At least this is gonna look pristine for a few hours after I get it washed. We can show up to work looking slick. And then Mother Nature just comes along and is like, what's that? You wanted your car clean? Get the fork out of here, dude. Have some water spots. Never enjoyed grass so much. What? What the... Is this supposed to happen? I feel like this isn't supposed to happen. The ground isn't supposed to just be floating on top of water. You know, when they talk about islands, islands aren't just like floating land masses with a never-ending sea of water beneath it. What happens if you fall into a hole? And then you're like, you're trapped under the ground. I wouldn't want to do this. What if oh my god, dude, I don't want to think about that. Yeah, because I don't know how thick the soil is or what it's made out of. What if I just poke right through? That's it. That's even worse than ice. You can't see what's underneath. I'm sure the water is muddy and murky and gross, and you'll never find the entrance again. A toy that can do magic. Wait, what? Excuse me, what? Oh, it must have magnets or something that can be activated and deactivated, because I'm like, I'm sorry. Unless there's some editing trickery, there's no way that it's actually passing the ball back and forth. Either it has some conveyor belt mechanism or something that is able to take the ball, put it up the arm, and bring it to another arm, or there's a ball under each of the cups, and they're able to activate and deactivate magnets. But it doesn't look technical enough to be able to like activate and deactivate electromagnets in there. Like, this is a wooden crank thing. So maybe there's actually like a grabby thing in each of the tin cups that grabs and releases the ball. That seems tricky to do because the ball isn't going to be perfectly centered, but I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's just wide and then it grabs it, retracts it back, and then it drops it when it's its turn to deploy. Probably not electromagnets now that I think about it, given that it's made of wood and there's no wires. How is he doing that? Hey, wait, what? Excuse me, what? What is going on? I like how this guy is just doing it in the middle of the street, and hardly anyone is paying attention. Like, a few people actually catch it, and they're like, wait a second, double take, what the heck is going on? How, what? I'm just trying to figure out where it's attached, and what it's attached to. And people are walking by like, dude, can you stop standing in the middle of the street? Like, you're really blocking our way. This is a really crowded spot. All right? Like, you're kind of blocking half the sidewalk. It's making it very difficult. You're obstructing traffic. Where is it tethered to? And how is he controlling the length of it? That must have taken a lot of practice. That's all I can say. Laminar flow looks really, looks like sorcery, especially when it's paint. Oh my god, this is a video. What? Is this going into the void? Is that a pipe down there? I can't tell if that's a pipe or if that's a bucket. If that's a bucket, how is it not filled? I would totally think this is a still image if it weren't for the paint drips back there. What? Where is this paint going? This paint is void. That's what it is at the end of the day. Modulated bass. Oh, this this must be your upstairs neighbors just playing their usual tune. Oh my god. What I can't tell here is the car just really poorly made, or is that just at sound levels that really shouldn't exist anywhere on the planet? Because aren't there competitions where cars just try to produce the highest decibel sound? It's not even music. It's just they emit basically a wave out of the speakers, and it just tries to create the loudest sound possible. And that's the competition. And so maybe that's what they're doing here. I assume that, again, you could only see the wave with the camera recording at a certain FPS. Like, if you were looking at this in person, it would just look like the car's vibrating. You'd be like, is the car gonna break? And then you'd look at this and be like, oh, okay, yeah, the car is really gonna break. I didn't realize it was shaking that violently. Let's not do this anymore. See the coffee? Okay. See the I do see the coffee. And now... what? She's like, I just worked really hard on that. Why'd you buy coffee just to get rid of it? What? Then she like looks over the countertop, sees the floor, and is like, cool. You just spilled coffee all, that was your magic trick? You spilled coffee all over the floor? God dang it. You can see the drips on the counter. Those drips. You just lead a tray. You notice how they don't show the floor afterwards? It's because he just somehow managed to pour coffee on the floor like real quickly behind his back or something. So he does that. He somehow dumped the coffee out and made a complete and utter mess. And the barista is like, what the hell, dude? I actually have no idea what he did. I have no idea at all. Like, I mean, it looks like it's legit. It looks like she's not a plant. She actually works there. And she's just like, wait, what the heck is going on? Okay, I don't know how that worked. Cleaning out a 3D printer nozzle. Oh my god, it's just gonna go forever. This is me when I try pulling the slice of pizza out of the box. And the cheese just... I'm like, surely now that we've gotten like a foot out of the box, cheese, you're gonna break now. No, you're still going? How far do I have to go? You're still stretching. All right, okay, all right, 2.5 feet. That's okay. There we go. The cheese is finally broken, and then I have this dangly piece of cheese. I have to hold the slice up here, and then feed that into my mouth before I can start consuming the pizza. A liquid that crumbles into little pieces. What is this? The old non-Newtonian fluid? Wait, what? It actually crumbles? I don't think I've ever actually made one of these where the thing just straight up crumbles. That's bizarre. It just makes corn flour and water. Corn water. This is corn water, everybody. Purple corn water. Mercury absorbing gold foil. Wait, what? Oh my god, this is really cool. Does it just I wonder if that's just like a drop of mercury and then you put gold foil on it, and then is there actually a chemical reaction going on, or is it just that mercury is so dense that it just somehow manages to get the gold atoms or molecules kind of in between the mercury? Like, I don't know if it's changing the compound here, or if it's just physically absorbing it and packing the particles together really, really tightly. And I wonder if after that, like, is that a glob, a solid glob you could pick up, or is it still kind of like liquidy mercury? Full scorpion. Okay, he's gonna lift the, oh my god, dude. Oh, my back hurts. My back hurts from watching this. How are you this flexible? How did he turn his head 180 degrees? I don't think your body's supposed to do that. You just went half exorcist on it. Wait, what? That's so weird, dude. Imagine having somebody hold your head in place and you're just like, yep, I'll just quickly do a 180 right now. Isn't that how the good guy, like, takes care of the bad guys in movies? Is they grab the head and they do that? He just did it to himself. He's like, I'm invulnerable to your tricks. Just how? Okay, here comes the... What? What? Hold on. Wait. So, was the ball like on the back side of the glove? Did he have a pouch on the back side of the glove? Are you allowed to do that? Okay, so he put the ball on the back side. It must be he put the ball on the back side of the glove, and so it's hidden back here to the observer, and then he shows that the hand is empty, goes up, grabs it, and then throws it. Are you allowed to do that? Because that would be so unbelievably distracting to the batter every single time. They'd be like, can you stop this, please? We're playing baseball, not magic ball, okay? Please, let's just play normally. Kinetic sculpture by Ivan Black. Imagine riding that ride. That would actually be pretty fun. Oh, is it gonna stand straight up at the end of this? Okay. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that happens every single time. I mean, obviously this is its equilibrium. You have the heavier part on the bottom. And I guess you have to calculate it so that every piece is like lighter than the last one by a certain percentage so that it doesn't outweigh the bottom one. I wonder if it always goes to that point. I want to see where the statue started off at before he spun it. Like, was it all discombobulated in the beginning, or was it like this, and then he kind of took it and spun it again? Because I want, if there's a separate equilibrium point that does exist on this thing, it means that it might not always actually end up straight up. So I want to see that that's where it started beforehand. But that's pretty cool. Well, that's futuristic. How do you... Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on, what? Is it... Wait, why? How? He just started spinning them, and then all of a sudden, they started spinning by themselves. Why was he spinning them to begin with if they were all electronically powered? Oh my god, that's really cool, though. How do you... See, I don't even understand. How do you program in exactly where all of the light... Where and when all the LEDs need to fire? At first, I thought the black magic was just going to be like, all these are on the same plane and they're spinning kind of interlocked with each other and not hitting each other. And maybe it is like that, but I don't understand how you program this to happen. I guess maybe it's no different than how you program a TV or a monitor. Why does it look so 3D? Like, I expect some kind of Star Wars or Star Trek character to pop up and start briefing me on my next mission on this thing. And the top for the last month. I heard y'all like fancy drinks. Looks like chemicals or so. Is this safe to drink? I feel like a thick blue fluid is... I feel like I've seen something like this before, but the unfortunate thing is that no bars open to serve this. You're gonna have to DIY. We need to know the ingredients. We need to know the recipe, because the only way that we're doing this is at home right now. So come on, let me know what I need to buy for this thing, and I'll go to the grocery store and probably not find it, because I'm sure it will be out of stock. Because I'm sure almost anything has some recipe ingredient out of stock at this point, like flour. Everyone in the world has decided to take up baking now, apparently, because flour is like just as out of stock as toilet paper. It's really bizarre. Not that this drink needs flour. I'm actually like very surprised how much alcohol at the grocery store is still there. You'd think people would be stocking up on alcohol during a time when they're confined indoors, but that's like surprisingly in stock. It's the things that you don't expect, like toilet paper and flour. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Okay, anyway, whatever. Everyone's going to be a professional baker. There'll be a lot of new bakeries popping up after all this ends. So that's what's going on. Anyway, but I digest. That's it for the last month of Blackmagic Forkery. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of this. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And that's it. See you next time.